Happy Thursday. Well, my word today is you don't always know what you don't know. You don't always know what you don't know. I was reading in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 19, and it says, do not quench the Spirit. Do we know when we're quenching the Spirit? I don't think we always do know when we're quenching the Spirit. In my personal life, I was quenching the Spirit. I had no idea. And what I was doing is I had a limited belief system. I had a pattern of thought that I truly believed in my heart, which was what God wanted and what God desired for my life. And what I'm talking about for me was during a season 15, 16 years ago when I had to divorce my husband of 30 years. I didn't want to do that. And I was under the belief that under no circumstances do you ever get divorced. Once you're married, that's a covenant between those two people and God, making that triangle. But in my case, I had biblical grounds to divorce him, but I still didn't want to. And the Lord really worked with me and wrestled with me. And by the time I got to the other side, we did end up divorcing. The Lord pointed out to me, you had a limited belief system. And if you had not listened to me, you would have been stuck in a very painful situation for the rest of your life. So I felt like maybe in my thought pattern, I was quenching the Spirit. I don't want to do that. I don't want to put God in a box and tell him how he can act, how he can speak, in what way he can do it. He cannot be put in a box. And it also goes on to say, pray continually. It says, do not treat prophecies with contempt. Rather test them. So why would we say that prophecies aren't for today? Of course they are. The Lord is saying, maybe they're not all accurate. Maybe some we're all learning, right? But you can test it. It's a form of God and his Holy Spirit using that to encourage you. And in Isaiah chapter 43, verse 19, it says, see, I am doing a new thing, and now it springs up. So I think that we limit ourselves when we're not teachable, when things have to be the same way as it's always been done. That limits us. It limits our spirit. God is always doing a new thing in our midst, and I want to stay in step with him. How about you? Just my thoughts from Barbie's Corner of the World. Happy Thursday.